everybody, it's Monday afternoon, Monday, September 23rd, and it is time for week 19 update. I can't believe it's come back around so fast. I feel like I was just here talking about week 18. I'm trying to make this right to the point when it comes to the numbers because I know me, I want to hear right away what's going on. As a recap for week 17, which was September 2nd through the 8th, I had a low weigh-in that week of 175.7. Then last week, if you'll recall, my low weigh-in, which would have been for September 9th through the 15th, was 174.0. So for week 19, which was September 16th through the 22nd, last week, I had a new low last week. So I had a new low of 172.5, which puts me down 1.2 pounds since week 18. So that's the week 19 recap, straight to the point, because there's a few other things that I want to talk about in this. So here we are. It is almost the end of September, and I am just over 4 months into this weight loss adventure on compounded tirzepatide. Really, when is my actual start date? I chose the start date of when I took my first injection, but I tried probably 3 other times before I started this medication in May to lose weight. So my high for 2024 was 207, and I'm currently 172. I have not been in the 170s since probably 2016 or 2017. For me, this is very exciting, and I feel like every day just keeps getting better and better. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is protein. I got a new protein mix to try because I wanted to buy something right off the shelf. But I'm getting a little, I don't know, I procrastinated in buying more protein. I actually ran out some time ago because I was going back and forth about whether or not I want to break up with protein. Well, I've already proven to myself that in a calorie deficit with not ideal amount of protein, only 60 to 80 grams, I was able to put on over 2 pounds of muscle in the span of 1 month. That was from my DEXA scan, July 3rd to August 8th. I put on a couple pounds of muscle, which was really surprising. I have another one, actually, I'm so excited. Next, I have another DEXA scan tomorrow. I'm very excited at 1 p.m. I'm going to get a new baseline because my workouts have been so-so for the past 6 weeks since my last DEXA scan, but I want to try some experiments on myself. I'm going to get a baseline tomorrow, September 24th. The place where I want to get DEXA scans, they're never like on the 1st of the month or the 30th of the month, so it's kind of just this random date, September 24th. But from September 24th till my next DEXA that I already have scheduled for October 23rd, I want to be very consistent and on point with whatever I decide to do for protein and my workouts. And whatever I choose to do, it's not going to be like 100% give it all. It's just going to be a baseline of what I know I can accomplish at a very minimum. So for example, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to eat 150 grams of protein between these 2 DEXA scans to see what happens, I'm going to shoot for 80 to 100. And instead of saying, I'm going to lift really heavy 5 days a week, which I know I can do it, but for the sake of not missing a day, I'm going to scale it back to 3 days a week. That's just an example. I haven't made my final decision, but I'm thinking that's what I want to do. So that's the other thing. I want to do an experiment on myself to see what happens in the span of 30 days if I am extremely consistent with my protein intake on average per week and also with lifting. So let's see what happens if I take it a step further. That brings me back to the idea of wanting to break up with protein. I found a clear protein right off the shelf at Target for only $30. And it's basically to see if I like it and if I have any reaction, because it is a dairy derivative. It's whey protein isolate. I've taken it 3 times now with, my skin hasn't broken out. I haven't felt any type of whey. So I think it's going to be okay. Which leads me to spending a little bit more money because I want to try Seek. I've heard about it. It is just so nice to have the possibility of increasing protein intake without always having some sort of like super fruity, milky, creamy protein mix, which a lot of times is either too sweet or it tastes too much like an artificial sweetener. So that's the other thing I want to do. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, let's talk about dose. I am still on 5 milligrams every week, and it feels very effective For some reason, all of a sudden it feels very effective. And I'm wondering if it's because I had been taking L-glutamine, or I have been taking L-glutamine, not every single day, but when I remember, and that heals your smooth muscle. It's particularly suggested to use for people who want to heal their gut. And obviously, if you heal your gut, you're going to digest food better. You're going to have probably less skin and food issues. And I almost feel like since I've been taking that, that is the reason why I've had to dial down my dose of my thyroid medication, because it's been feeling like way too much. And also the 5 milligrams of tirzepatide has been feeling very effective. Not too much, but it feels even better in the past 3 weeks than it has in the prior 6 weeks to that. It's feeling as good now as it did when I first started taking that, if that makes sense. I totally foresee myself as staying on 5 milligrams until I reach my goal weight. So let's talk goal weight. I originally said 160. And my body type, I gain weight from like my shoulders to my waist. I'm like an inverted triangle. And because of that, even though I've reached 172, which is the smallest I've been in a while, I still carry a lot of fat in my abdominal area and my torso. We all know that that's not the best fat to have. Obviously, if we're talking about subcutaneous fat versus visceral fat. So I have a combination of the both per my DEXA scan. And instead of 160, I'm probably going to go down to 155, but I'll still stay at 160, see how that goes. I know that probably sounds high for someone who's 5'5", but if you're new to my channel, I carry a lot more muscle. So 160 on me will probably look more like 140. For example, I'm wearing a very stretchy size 8 jeans right now. At 172, I'm wearing a size 8. So that's kind of where I'm at. Before and after photos, that is something I haven't really shared. On the community tab, I had like some face-to-face comparisons, which, you know, that's not as great as obviously maybe standing here in workout outfit, you know, like a real fitted shirt and shorts. I had no problem seeing that. I love those types of before and afters, but for me personally, I probably am never going to post that. But I will show you what I was able to find right here is the best before and after that I have at the moment. I'm still going through my photos trying to find something that I can share. I would definitely say that one of my top tips, if you are starting out on your journey, I don't even care if you're 5, 10, 15 pounds in, but start right now today. Go in your closet, find an outfit that will be your progress photo outfit. The best before and afters are folks who were in the same outfit from the beginning to the end. It's a lot easier to tell the difference. So that is one of the things I've been really irritated about the past few days, is how quickly I got rid of clothes that were too big or that I didn't like anymore. And also not having very many before photos that I was willing to share. I have a lot of ones that are private just for me, but having a fitted outfit that I feel comfortable sharing with anyone online or in person, and keeping that outfit, I just like got too excited and got rid of stuff. So I'm still working on those. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I think, when it comes to getting those photos together, because I really want the picture to depict the changes that have happened with me. But it's very interesting, even a 20-pound difference on me being only 5'5". The before picture is actually from me in March of 2023, where I'm about 10 to 12 pounds lighter than when I started this medication. So that picture, I got bigger, and then I started this medication. And then the after picture is me just last week, I think it was, when I was about to go for a run. So I guess that's a non-scale victory. I thought running had so much to do with being in shape, but a lot of it I'm finding has to do with how much extra weight your body is trying to carry around. I have days where I want to hop up and just start running. I am not a runner. I have run in the past. Back in the day, I could, run 5 miles. I most recently wanted to get back into running, but could barely last a half mile to a mile. But interestingly, after losing 30 plus pounds, I feel like I could go and run a mile at a decent pace right now. Like a 10 to 12 minute mile would be my first goal, with the next goal of being able to run it a lot faster than that. But yeah, I would love to get to the point where at least once a week I'm running 3 miles and can do it in like 30 to 45 minutes. That would be awesome. I'm not sure if I want to do a race. If I did, the most I would do is a 5K. I'm not looking to do a marathon or anything like that. I applaud anybody who wants to do that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a very interesting non-scale victory. Going back to one of my top tips for when you're starting out is to get your before and after photos. And actually, I'm going to, forget I said photos, do video. Just do one video. So instead of a picture where you're trying to get the perfect angle and I don't know, the perfect pose or whatever, don't do that. Just start a video, press record, back up, hold your poses, spin around, because the video is going to show so much more for your own satisfaction, for you to see the progress that you've made when the scale's not moving as fast as you think it should or whatnot. You don't have to get down on yourself. Go back and look at that video. It's so much better. Plus, then you can always pause it and screenshot to get. Okay, let's talk price of compound medication. I switched to Lavender Sky Health last month. I have been taking the compound from Hallandale Pharmacy out of South Florida since then. And I recently checked in on the price list because I planned on ordering their Bio Boost, which essentially is like a MIC B or Lipo C, which I'll put down in the description, a link to a description of that wellness shot, because it has a lot of good stuff in it, amino acids and high dose vitamin B12 complex. At any rate, I was going back in to check the prices on those again because I want to save up about $300 to get what sounds like at least a couple months supply of the Bio Boost Plus, as well as some glutathione. I take glutathione orally in capsule form, and I'm almost out of that, so I would love to just go ahead and do a shot, which I think would probably get into my system a little bit better. And maybe in a different video, I'll talk about the benefits of glutathione. I've been taking glutathione for the past few weeks, and I think I can attribute a lot of the glow in my skin to that because I did it before about 3 or 4 years ago. And you know what? Let me step aside so I can post some before and afters. I can show you the picture of during the time that I was taking glutathione and vitamin C. And it's just incredible, the difference in my skin. But you run out, you get back into your old ways and you forget like how good glutathione makes you feel and look. And then, skin declines and then you start taking it again. You're just like, oh, wow, how come I don't keep this on hand all the time? But yeah, glutathione, Google it, okay? Tons of information, research. It's just so fascinating to me. And I'm not a woo-woo type person, but I definitely lean more towards what is my body lacking that's causing ABC symptoms and what can I do to supplement that? There's a time and a place absolutely for big pharma, for acute conditions, but when it comes to chronic conditions and issues, what is it that our bodies need in order to do better and feel better and whatnot? So like I was saying, Google glutathione and then just put in a condition. And so it gives you results based on the supplement and possibly any studies that go with it. That way, hopefully you're getting the most non-biased information, but there is a lot of supporting evidence regarding glutathione and your skin. It is, I don't even know, it's like an antioxidant or something like that. And a lot of times it's in like a liver cleanse supplement. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? Things that deplete glutathione in your body are alcohol. So, and your liver, if your liver is clogged up, you can have skin issues from what I hear because I'm not a medical professional. But yeah, that type of stuff is just so fascinating. A $20 supplement can make such a huge difference in your health. The point I was trying to get at is that I went onto Lavender Sky Health to look up those two supplements, the glutathione injections and the Bio Boost Plus, and noticed, guys, that they did a massive price drop for Hallandale. I didn't compare the prices on the other pharmacies, but the Hallandale Tirzepatide 7.5 milligram, which I ordered to dose out at 5 milligrams. So instead of it giving me 8 weeks, it gave me 12 weeks. I paid $560 for essentially 12 weeks of 5 milligram from Hallandale Pharmacy last month. It's now $450. Yes. So from $560 down to $450 for 12 weeks of 5 milligrams is incredible. That is over half the price than if I were to continue to get it from the Medi Spa. So that's been really good news. That's super exciting. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to look forward to. I'm trying to make every week something to look forward to. Not that it has to be exciting all the time, but sometimes you just need like that little bit of a boost to feel like, you know, this weight loss journey. Once you're getting into 3 and 4 month mark, it's like you got to keep dangling little carrots in front of yourself. So yeah, I have to look forward to my DEXA scan this month and next month so that I can do my little experiment on myself. I'm looking forward to getting the BioBoost Plus and the glutathione injections. And I'm actually looking forward to having to refill my tirzepatide for only $450 for 12 weeks. I mean, for the price of 12 weeks with the Medi Spa, I'm essentially going to almost have a full year's worth if it stays at $450. So I'm going to link Lavender Sky Health down below. I am not sponsored. Anything that I share on here with you, I have spent my own hard-earned money on to be able to use it, experiment with it, or it's a supplement that I've been using for years. So I am not sponsored by anyone. I've spent my own money. Okay, so Lavender Sky Health, I'm linking it down below just to help a person out, okay? Because I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be getting deals, okay?